Did I make you mad? Did I make you mad? Uh, honestly, I've been told this a couple times over the years. A few times, maybe a few times. Um, Here's the deal with me, guys. If you're going to hire a professional, then hire a professional who you're hiring to be professional. What do I mean by that? Well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but what I mean by that is when I share with you information that is true, not only from market data, but from 20 some years of experience, I'm not sharing it with you because it's not true and I don't know what I'm doing. There are real estate agents that don't sell a lot and they aren't as experienced. And here's the thing, with experience comes experience, meaning I have a lot more insight into what could happen, what will happen. And as a result of that experience, I have foresight on how to avoid issues, how to manage issues, how to get through issues, right? And another thing is, it was funny today. I got a call from this gal, and she was looking at a condo that's it's kind of like a hotel. And she's not here. And she's like, well, I'm interested in this unit and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, have you stayed there before? It's very much like a hotel and it's more like a resort, and she's like, well, no. And I said, well, I encourage you to come here and stay there for a good week or so before you decide if you're going to buy there. And she's kind of like, oh, okay. And then I, asked about the financing, and the financing for this condotel. It's called a condotel, meaning it's a condominium that allows short-term rentals. And they were a VA buyer. And I said, oh, no, you can't buy that with a VA loan. She's like, oh, what? And I said, no, because VA loans don't approve those types of properties. They won't finance on them. So I kind of explained that situation a little bit anyway. And then this person called me back later and was like, well, I was kind of mad at you. You told me I couldn't buy that property. She's real cute. But they realized that I was trying to protect them. I'm not cocky. I'm not going to tell you can't do something or you shouldn't do something or whatever that you don't like to hear, just because I feel like it. I'm telling you because I don't want you to come back at me later and be mad at me or be like, why didn't she tell me about that? Why didn't she, why did she let me buy that? Or, like when I tell people what their property is worth, looking at the market, and they want to list high, I say, okay, at least I've told you what the market is. And according to what the appraisers are going to evaluate, and you can do whatever you want. And I'm here to do my best to fight for you. And and there's been a handful of times where I've done that, and I'm amazed that we got what we got and we sold it for what we sold it for. And we got significantly more than what the market data showed me and what, I was expecting. But that's why I tell people, look, you can be conservative like me. When I sell my own properties, I'm very conservative. I don't like to list them too high. I like to keep them closer to what I expect to sell them for. Like when I sell my own property, I list them for like what I expect to sell them for, like exactly, because everybody's going to know that's the right price. But some people, I said, if you're a gambler and you want to list high, I'm all for it. I'll gamble with you. It's your house and you got the time. And if you got the time and you want to wait and you want to see what happens, I support you, and I'm going to fight for you, and I'm going to do my best marketing it, and I'm going to do my best negotiating for you and with convincing data. But if and when it doesn't work out and you don't get what you want, don't be mad at me. Okay. You're the one who threw the dice. I just, stood there and I helped you. Like I try to make your dice go where they should, but it just didn't happen. So anyway, yeah, it's okay if you get mad at me. I'm a big girl. I don't get offended because I know what I'm saying is true. And that just goes for my life in general. I've had some people, kind of talk about some political things and different things. And I go, look, I don't say these things to be political or to be difficult. I just say, look, be informed. Be informed. vote differently. It's definitely not working, and I'm going to go on a little tangent here. But, people are like, oh, we've got to conserve energy and it's hot and the grid's going to be overwhelmed. And I'm like, yeah. And I can't help but think about, I saw someone post, say, oh, yeah, and we're supposed to buy a bunch of electric vehicles with batteries that we're supposed to charge with electricity that comes from, and a lot of times, oil and gas that the government controls, or wind that's not happening, or water that's not happening, or fracking that's worse than oil and gas. And I'm like, have you not thought about this? Why is it's better for us to have the gas so we can just have some gas and put it in our tank, okay, than to rely on the government to distribute our energy like as they feel and use all our gas. Anyway, that's a little tangent, but don't be mad at me. Let's have a conversation, okay? So I'll see you later and have a great day.